Hey everybody, it's Gypsy and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. And I'm so excited because it's almost here, spring. We have had a very long, difficult winter, tons of snow and ice. And the last 3 days it has been in the 40s. And the first two, we had sunshine. We had a lot of nice sunshine this morning, but looks like it's going to rain. I'm just so excited. And about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I'm sitting here at my work table and I thought I heard the call of the red-winged blackbird. And I'm looking up in the trees, looking up way high for them. And I didn't see it. And then I'm thinking, it's like maybe it was in the upper teens or the 20s. I don't remember. I'm thinking, well, that's crazy because it's way too cold. It's way too early because when you hear the red-winged blackbird, you know spring has arrived. And it is like one of my favorite birds. I love that bird. And I love ravens. I love all birds, really. I just love birds. They represent freedom to me. Yes, it's Miss Rhiannon again. She loves to get in on the action. Anyway, come here. All right, your mommy's way. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Okay. So, I wanted to tell you this because I talk about this so much in my videos about how we need to learn to love ourselves and have self-esteem. Because if people, if people could learn to do that, to love themselves, it would change everything about this world and we wouldn't be having the problems we are now. The whole attitude, it will raise the vibration. Everybody would be much happier and getting along better. But, of course, like my theory is, well, I don't think it's a theory. We've been brainwashed for thousands of years into believing we are inherently bad. And so when you're told that enough, you're going to believe it. She goes, well, baby, you're going to have to sit down. This one's Rhiannon. The one you saw the other day, the black one, that's Persephone. And Draco rarely ever comes into the camera because, he's the king and he's got better things to do. Anyways. But I was watching Reels the other night on Facebook and I came across this one. I wish I could find it and know how to share it here so you can watch this person. I come across her every once in a while and I just love her videos. And it's this Native American woman. She's just beautiful. And she's beautiful physically, but her spirit is beautiful. And what she does is, she will, she's going for walks or whatever. She tells the Native American, excuse me, I don't know if you want to call them parables, stories, that they have to teach on, their belief of creation. Or it's always beautiful, always beautiful. This one I watched the other night, it just really got to me. I just loved it. And so she talks about a long, long time ago, the animals on planet Earth decided to have a meeting and get together and discuss what to do about humans because they were destroying each other, destroying the planet, etc., etc. And they didn't know what to do about it. So and this is a very short version of what she told. I don't even know word for word, but obviously she grew up with this. So, they came up with all these ideas. Let's eat them. Let's do this. Let's do that. And they couldn't agree on anything. And then I think it was the wolves came. And they said, well, the ones we're talking about aren't even present at the meeting. So why don't we use I guess they used a conch shell to, blow into, to call, and they were calling for the humans to come to the meeting. So they called the first time, no one came. They called another time and no one came, and they started to get angry that the humans did not show up. And so one of the animals, can't remember which one it was, said, I believe in giving 3 chances, so let's call them again. And then when, if they don't come, we'll make a decision as to what to do. And they did it again, and no one showed up. So they were trying again to decide what to do. And so the wolf, one of the wolves said, I think it was one of the wolves that said this, how about, the biggest problem with humans is they have no self-love. They do not love themselves. And this is causing all the problems. And I thought, oh my God, that's what I always say. And here's the best part. I just love it. It's giving me chills. As you guys can tell, I love animals. One of the wolves said, I think the wolves should go into the humans' encampments and make friends with them. And we can teach them to love themselves and others. And she says, and so the wolves did this, and this is how the dog came to be. Just a beautiful story. And it's funny because in one of my groups that I belong to on Facebook, I brought up a discussion about cats and how healing they are. And I mentioned that my cats, especially my black cat Persephone, if I'm having any kind of pain, either physical or emotional, she's right there. She'll be laying on top of me just purring in my ear. Oh, all like for hours, she'll just purr. It's very healing. Now, when I have emotional pain, all 3 of my cats will come. And on top of that, they'll all lay there and purr around me. But then my dog will come and sit next. He can't get on top. He's Great Pyrenees. It wouldn't be a good idea. He sits next to me. Well, and it's just, I love it. I love it. But animals are like that. They live in the moment. They love themselves. And they know how to take care of not just themselves, but others. And I just thought that was such a beautiful story. I wish I could remember her name. So you guys could go or find a way to share this video. I mean, if any of you know who I'm talking about and you know how to get that video, oh my gosh. It was so beautiful. So I just had to share it with you guys because it's true. We have been taught, we have been brainwashed into not loving ourselves. And when you don't love yourself, you don't take care of yourself, you disregard yourself, you can't take care of others, you can't love others. You may think you are, but you're not really. And something will pop up at some time, that shows you that you don't. And I think that's our biggest problem with humanity. Whether you have religion telling you about original sin and you're inherently bad, I still can't figure out how a spirit, who was just born into a body can do anything wrong in that lifetime yet. But you have karma, but karma isn't punishment. It's just, no. We do and act the way we do is because we have been taught to. And I noticed this early in my life. I was in a certain situation where somebody kept telling me over and over and over again who and what I was until I started to believe it. And that's when I realized, no, it's not who I am. But if you hear it enough, you're going to believe it. So what we have to remember is, no, we are not the evil beings that they tell us. They do it through religion. They do it through government, making all these laws. We have to have big government with a lot of laws and stuff like that because people are so bad. Okay. So we vote Well, some of them are impotent. We have people rule over us. If people are bad, then why would we have people rule over us? It doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, I just had to share that story. We have to remember we're not just made in God's image. We are pieces, parts of God. We are literally pieces, parts. Okay? I don't mean on a physical part. I mean our true selves, our spirit. It actually comes from Source God. And we need to start remembering that. When religion started to teach that we are separate from God and started to teach we need an intermediary, no, you don't. You go directly to the source, yourself. Anyways, I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.